Is it even straight? It is stones. It's even working, I don't know. Why is it still saying Botrix for bloody deleted it? Hello. Can I open this? Oh, someone left again. well, like tried some different software stuff, like I forgot what it's called, text to speech thing or whatever, because what's it called, that Botrix one doesn't work, even though I deleted it, but for some reason it's still coming up on the like the live stream chat for some reason. I don't know why, even though I deleted it, but for some reason it's still coming up. But I tried to put this other like URL thing on the description and tried to link that to the live stream, but if that doesn't work, then I don't really know what to do otherwise. But yeah, I tried to use the Streamlabs one, but like it said you needed to have a business account, and I already made one, but for some reason it kept asking for your password over and over again, even when I kept changing it. Like it said, oh, you need to change your password for security reasons, so I couldn't get into my original PayPal business account that I made, so I made another one, and then they just immediately put like permanent restrictions on it, so I couldn't even use it, probably because like, oh, I've already got a business account already, but like, why couldn't I access my original one if they wouldn't even let us create a new one for? And I tried to look at like the customer service page, but there wasn't even any like links on like how to contact them or anything like that. It was just the frequently asked questions for some reason. So yeah, so I just used some other random text to speech thing instead, but if that doesn't work, then I don't know really. I might just have to use the regular YouTube thing, but even then, like, you might have to get like the PayPal business account thing eventually. I don't know, or like some other separate company or something. Yeah, hello. I don't know. I haven't looked outside. Job centre yesterday and just had to listen to some woman ramble on for an hour because they got us to do some like course that I said about it there in the last live stream, but yeah, I'm still doing that, and looked at the different flights and stuff like that, because I said about how I thought I was gonna, I don't know, because I thought about going there for some reason. Well, because I thought about going to Copenhagen because it's cheaper really, and like to go to like Milan, which I thought about originally, I'd have to go to Newcastle, and then the times are like really early in the morning, which would be annoying. So like, I thought about going to Copenhagen instead, even though it's not like, it does sort of annoy us a bit that it wouldn't be exactly what I said in the YouTube video where I said about going to Italy, but it's just because I didn't really look at what the prices were and like how difficult it is to get there. But for some reason the flights to Copenhagen, for some reason, like if you were going to go this month, you'd have to go from Manchester Airport for some reason as the closest one for some reason, and then you're able to do it from Leeds Bradford in next month for some reason, but not this month, so even if I really wanted to, I couldn't go this month anyway, but I'm doing that course at the job centre, but they still have more money next month, but it's like a bit weird really how they only have the flights next month for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, because I thought when I did the course at the job centre, I thought, oh, I've just got to do the one course to keep the job centre happy, but I don't know, I've got to go and see the regular guy that I usually do anyway, so I've got to like go 2 times a week now instead of just one, which is a bit annoying, but well, I could go on holiday this week if I really wanted to, but it'd just be like awkward times, and like obviously I don't know, it would just be more straightforward to go next month really, because they have the flights at Leeds Bradford Airport, and like Leeds Bradford's closer than what Newcastle is from Harrogate really, and if it was longer than just a week then yeah, but I think I don't know if I really want to spend all that money really when I don't know, it was just because of something to do really, and I think going for 2 weeks, like it was sort of felt a bit too much money really, and like I did more live streams, but like I don't know if I did much else really, but when I had the extra week in Osaka, but I don't know. And it's also, you got the get moaned at by the job centre, and like, oh, I don't know, they try and take your money off you and stuff like that, but it'd be alright if I had some like part-time job or something like that, but not when you're just getting the little bit of money. You know, when somehow when I say, oh, the man less, but they say, oh, because he's older and he's able to do more stuff, but even when he's wanting to do stuff, they still complain at him about similar stuff of like, oh, it's too risky and dangerous and stuff like that, when you think, oh, he's older and he's got a job, and you think they would let him do more stuff, but when he actually wants to do stuff, they just use the similar excuses, but they just use him as an example to try and stop us from doing stuff. To say that he's older and, I don't know, got more experience or something. Yeah, well, because it's just like listening to some like random woman ramble on it for an hour though about I don't know, it was just about volunteering really last yesterday, but which I have been doing for like a couple of years now, and obviously that doesn't really make any difference, but I didn't really want to say that to them, because obviously it's just like complaining to them about something that they can't really do anything about really, even though they keep saying that, oh yeah, we'll help you and stuff like that, but when they try to, it doesn't make any difference anyway. But yeah, because of the guy at the job centre, he does the appointments like every 2 weeks usually, so I've got to like hope that he does it the week after, so I'm able to go on holiday, but sometimes he just does it like the next week, so I can't really book it like a few weeks in advance really. I've got to book it the week before and just book everything really, even if it's like more expensive. I just don't really want to have to go through all the rigmarole of getting moaned at by the job centre again, really. And it's like, I don't know, just to have a wander around and I don't know, do the similar stuff what I did last time in Osaka, really. But even when I was in Osaka last time, I just needed the week to do what I set out to do, really, and I didn't really need the extra week. But I don't know, it depends how long I can keep doing it for, because it's obviously, I don't know, it's a bit repetitive, really. But yeah, it's obviously something I do for now, really. But I'm just cooking pasta at the moment, so I'll go down and have a look at that. Might turn the heat up so it gets cooked faster. No, it's still not done yet. I turned the heat up a bit, but yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I usually do, because I usually just turn it down as low as possible so I can watch some YouTube videos until it's done, really, or do this, really. So I don't have to worry about it, but I might as well turn the gas up so it cooks a bit faster. Close the blind. Read what they're saying. Well, I don't know. She said she didn't really say very much when she was on the live stream. Really, it was like she said she didn't really know what to talk about, really, and yeah. Well, she said that I talked more on the live stream, but it's obviously because it's not really her YouTube channel, really, and she obviously doesn't really know what to talk about, and obviously you run out of stuff quickly to talk about, really. It's the problem. But she's playing that Elder Scrolls Oblivion game thing, so she probably doesn't even know that I'm doing a live stream. But she might look later, but it's not really imperative or anything. Not sure it does. Forgot what else I did. Yeah. Well, I just set up that. Tried some other text-to-speech software thing, like I said about, and went to the job centre. Just listening to some woman ramble on, but yeah. Well, I don't know, I wouldn't really say I love technology. Oh, it's your little poem thing, is it? I don't know. I thought it was a question, but well, a statement. But yeah. I haven't really watched Napoleon Dynamite. I watched the uh, clip of the main character where he does that, where like he dances around or whatever, but I haven't actually watched the movie or anything. I don't know. Well, I might watch it eventually, but yeah. Well, I don't even know what the movie's about. Though I just watched the one famous clip of him dancing around, and that was about it. Yeah. What else did I watch? Well, I mostly just watch YouTube videos uh, like that second trailer for GTA 6 and that Mafia game that's coming out shortly, that well in August, but even though people said, oh, they're gonna buy it straight away when it's only been like a minute of gameplay, but it's a bit weird. Well, I guess I could go to Japan again, I guess, but I'd, well, at least want to do that. Uh, go and do that week in Copenhagen, really, for something different, really, even though it's, I don't know, be essentially just doing the same thing that I did in Osaka anyway, but yeah, it's not like I don't know, well, because I just have like weirdly high expectations of like, oh, what would be interesting and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just, yeah, because I don't know why I keep thinking that for, because obviously you can't really, I don't know, just having weird thoughts as usual. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Now I keep thinking like, oh, like the only interesting stuff's like, oh, explosions and bungee jumping and skydiving and stuff like that. But it's like you can't really expect every YouTube video to be like that, really, and stuff. It's just like weird sort of comparisons that I keep thinking about all the time. Don't know why I keep thinking like that for, 'cause it's not like you can really do that on a daily basis, even if you did do that type of thing. I'll have a look, see if my pasta's almost done. and get some more juice as well. Well, I think this, like my dad and Rachel went to, I think they went to Sainsbury's yesterday, but this is some like carbonara pasta stuff, but it's alright, I guess, but I don't know, it doesn't really have much flavour, but I guess they got it from Sainsbury's first, so I guess it's alright. But I'll just put some honey roast ham in as well. It's a bit dark, but you can't really see very well. Well, I don't know, does it really matter? It's just ham, but really it's like not something special, amazing sort of ham or anything. It's like honey roast ham, I think. Because I don't know, it doesn't really have any like substance or anything. It's just like, just basically just tastes like carbonara sauce, but in some ravioli. Basically, like it has like a tiny bit of ham in, but like barely anything really. But it's still alright, I guess. Like, I think it's a bit too peppery as well, though. Like, I don't know if like regular carbonara sauce just tastes nicer, really, but I guess it's something different, really. But it just tastes a bit peppery, really. Oh, a bit handful. Got this juice. But if I do go to Copenhagen next month, like whatever happens, I think I'll probably still do some like live streams and at least maybe like 1 or 2 YouTube videos. But I don't think I'll be able to like walk down to the corner shop and do like a live stream like I did when I was in Osaka, really, because Lawson's was the only one that had like were able to use the internet, and I looked at 7-Eleven and Family Mart, and for some reason they didn't have any like free Wi-Fi for some reason. So I think if I do live streams and videos, like if I go on holiday next month, it'll probably just be in the Airbnb probably. But I guess at least it'll be like I don't know, something different, I guess. But it depends how long I can, I don't know, be bothered enough to keep doing that type of thing all the time. But I'll think about it after I've been on holiday. Well, I was looking at, because I said the last live stream that when I was looking at the hotels, for some reason, just for a week, it was like £1,000 just for like basically every hotel that I looked at. For some reason, it was weird. But Denmark was different for some reason. It's message because the flights are cheaper and you're able to go from Leeds Bradford instead of having to go all the way to Newcastle like I would do or Manchester if I hypothetically wanted to. Like if I wanted to go to Milan or wherever in Italy, I'd have to go to like a more major airport. But for some reason, like if you go to Copenhagen, for some reason, if they don't have any flights from Leeds Bradford this month, but for some reason they're doing next month at Leeds Bradford airport for some reason, which is a bit weird. But I don't know why they don't have it like all of the for some reason it's only like certain months for some reason. Well, I don't know. It was mostly just because it seemed like, well, supposedly it seemed less run down when I looked at Google Maps, really. But obviously, I don't know because I haven't been. But just from when I looked at Google Maps, it looked a bit less run down. But I don't know. But like it depends. Like after this week holiday, how long I want to keep doing this type of thing for? Because it's obviously like it. I don't know. It's just like a bit restrictive, just like doing like the videos about one thing and stuff like that. But I'll think about it after I've come back from the holiday. But there's not much point thinking about it now, really. Because I just want to do something, really, because it's obviously just getting boring having to go to the job centre every week and getting moaned at by someone. But if I can, I'll probably try and maybe go like early next month, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference if I do go late next month, but just probably at least try and go early next month, because it's obviously been waiting around a long time, and it's like yeah, something to do really, but it depends how long I want. I just like keep just like going on holiday just for like the like one sole reason really. It's sort of, I don't know if it ruins the holiday a bit, but it's probably just better to do it for now and then think about that afterwards really. Well, the hotels are cheaper, but it's always just the distance of the flight that's the most expensive thing, is the flight rather than the hotels really, unless you're going somewhere really close by, like I said. But it's obviously because if I just keep constantly changing what I'm doing, then it's just gonna, obviously then you won't really know what I'm gonna be doing, and like it's just like even more confusion. But it's just like at least better to try and think of something and sort of at least try and stick with it really. Well, I guess so, but then you've got the like, with the Ryanair thing, you can only like take like a certain amount of luggage, I think. Well, like I don't know if you've got to put everything in a backpack and you can't like take a suitcase with you if you go on a Ryanair flight. I don't know. But the ones that I was looking at was like KLM flights, because the all the other ones were like really early in the morning, and like I wouldn't really want to have to rush for the flight really. I'd rather just go to the airport and really hang around for a bit really, rather than trying to rush for the flight to just save a bit of money. Yeah. Well, I can't remember if that was like the computer controlled one that was like changing the elevation by itself or something like that. Go and wash this pan downstairs. ones that I forgot what they're called. Emirates use supposedly alright. They're more reliable, but it's obviously you can't really choose what plane you fly in. Really, you just have to, I don't know, hope it doesn't break down or something like that. Well, because that's why the really cheap flights are like the Ryanair and the EasyJet, really, because you obviously save money on like the weight of the luggage probably, and the because I think how heavy the plane is, that it burns more fuel, so they've got to spend more money, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't been on EasyJet either, so I don't know. I don't know if they're like, is like EasyJet better than Ryanair, or is like one better than the other. I don't know. You probably have to like compare them to see which is better, really. Oh. Well, I don't know. They're just all the sort of the low cost sort of airline type of thing, though. A lot of people use. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because it's like well, I'd have to look at like Heathrow and stuff like that. But the whole reason why I'm wanting to go to Copenhagen for is because you're able to get flights from Leeds Bradford. If I was wanting to go somewhere different, then yeah, I would go somewhere like Heathrow or Edinburgh or something to the airport. It's mostly just because I want to have a straightforward holiday and not have to like take like hours on the train to get to some like major airport, really. Yeah. Well, because maybe if I was doing like a 2 week holiday again, but maybe like after this week holiday I might do something again eventually, but yeah, I just want to do something straightforward for now, and then maybe I'll think about something afterwards. If I feel like it, but yeah, I think if I was gonna go to like hypothetically Osaka again, like maybe Edinburgh or something like that, or Heathrow or something, but it's just because like it's only really worthwhile doing that type of thing if it's like a longer holiday than a week, really, in my opinion. Because it's like you got to spend all your money on the train, and like even flying there, it sort of see costs money. Well, I don't know really, because well, because like I don't know. Well, because I keep saying that I'm alright to work, but I can't find a job anyway, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference, really. But yeah, like all that would mean is like they wouldn't moan at us, but I would still be in the same position as I am now. Really, like it wouldn't really change very much. It would just like hypothetically stop the guy from moaning at us, but I'd still be in the same fundamental position really. Well, it's not really like that's the only thing I like doing. It's more that's the only thing that I think that's sort of worthwhile that I can afford really is to go on holiday occasionally, but even then it takes a long time to save up enough money really, because I can't rent anywhere like I've said, and like that's the only thing I can afford, because it's only like, even for a cheap holiday it's like £200 compared to like £600 or £700 a month like it would be if I rented somewhere. So it's like basically double or even more so to rent somewhere than just going on holiday for a week or 2 weeks really. That's the main reason why I'm doing it for, because at least it gives us something to do really. I don't know. I just thought he might have been more relatable or something like that. But that's why I met him originally. But I didn't intentionally go to Japan to meet him. It was just because I thought he might be more relatable, really. But yeah, even though most people like that Scottish guy that I talked to, he said that he likes watching them because of the drama, but I was never like that really. But obviously most people are really, which I didn't expect. Much of other reason really. Yeah, I don't know. He just does that. It just seems like he does that when he like runs out of stuff to talk about in his live streams. Really, I'm not really that bothered really. Even though the other people who he has met in the past and stuff like that, they said that they're not bothered about like the stuff that he says and the, I don't know, his YouTube channel, but I don't know, they get annoyed after a while, but I'm not really that bothered really. Because like I don't know, obviously he wasn't what I was expecting him to be, so it's like what's the point of like worrying about him and about us in a live stream really? Because it's not like he'd really do anything, and like even if he did, then it'd just be a reason for self-defense really. But yeah, so I don't think he'd really do anything even if he did. Well, people threaten him with that type of stuff, but even they usually don't act on it usually. Yeah, I don't know. They're just because obviously I don't know, expected me to be the same as him, and thought like, oh, why aren't I doing the same sort of YouTube videos that he does really? But it's just because I knew what would happen if I did really. Because yeah, it's alright in the short term, but in the long term, it just ends up like what the position he's in. But I don't know why people give him advice and stuff like that, because he doesn't really listen. But yeah, it's just some people don't really. It's like my brother really, like he says he doesn't like listening to advice and just likes doing his own thing, and then he loses loads of money the similar sort of way really. So I just think it's just the type of person who doesn't like listening to advice really, and just thinks that they know what they're doing really, and doesn't question if they're doing what they're doing is the right thing to do. So yeah, there's no point really like worrying about or someone's complaining about it or something like that. It's not like you can really change their mind or anything like that, really. Well, that's what my parents kept saying. They said that, oh, if you do the job at the Sainsbury's, they'll take your car off you because it's like the work's too strenuous and stuff like that. But even when I asked the guy at the job centre, he says that that's not what they do, but that's what my parents said. But yeah, that's what they usually do, really. Holiday occasionally for something different to do, really. It's a smaller type of videos that I don't know how long I want to keep doing it for, but I'll think about that when I come back. But obviously I'm still going to try like I did in Osaka and yeah, the year before in the same place. Well, she seemed alright, I guess. I didn't really talk to her that much. Well, I didn't, well, yeah, I didn't really talk to her, so I didn't really know what she was really like, but from the brief interaction, I guess she was alright, I guess. But yeah, I don't have much of an opinion because I didn't really talk to her that much, really. Well, I don't know, because they're just like, they do that to my brother, really, where he has a job, really, and they're just like want him to do what they want him to do, really. They don't really like him doing his own thing and like, I don't know, like spending money on something that, I don't know, they think's too dangerous and too risky, but they say that for most stuff, really. Well, I don't think so, really, because that would actually probably, in a way, probably actually get what he wants, really. They probably just want to keep him around for as long as possible, really. Because uh, they did that before to him, apparently, like when they opened multiple bank accounts in his name to try and get like what's it called, like shares in different banks, to because like a bank closed and someone got some bank shares, so they were hoping that the same thing would happen if the bank closed, and they would get shares from the bank as like a sort of like a consolation prize of like, oh, the bank's closed, like here's some shares to make you feel better. But they did that in his name, which I think was a bit weird, really. But they do that type of thing. No, I don't do any of that type of stuff. Well, I do, I don't know, drink alcohol occasionally, but it's not like do it all the time or anything. Yeah, well, because I just think it's weird that they do sort of similar stuff to him, really, where they're just like him doing what they want him to do, and like nothing else really, and like even when they say, oh yeah, you can do your own thing, it's usually just a way to try and get him to do what they want him to do, really. Like the holiday house in Scotland that they wanted to get, like they said that they were, oh yeah, you can rent it out to make some money from it, like what he wanted to do, but it was just they just did it to like make a holiday house out of it, so he's just got to pay the council tax for it, and he's not a first time buyer anymore because they just used him to buy the house in Scotland to have as a holiday house. Well, I've got where is it? I've got an inhaler, but that's about it really. I don't really take really any other medication, but it's not, I don't really do it that often. But yeah, like, because I said to him that you just need to, they're just gonna complain whatever you do, really, even if it's like something you think's like straightforward and like simple. Basically, they're just gonna complain whatever you do, so you need to just ignore them. But I said to him that before, but he doesn't really listen, really. But yeah, that's what happens. Because they're probably going to complain about this week holiday to Copenhagen, like I said about. But I'm just going to do it anyway because they're just going to complain whatever I do. But it's just more like I don't know, really, like like doing the holiday for like one sole purpose of like, oh, I need to find people to talk to and stuff like that, otherwise it makes the holiday like not worth it or something like that. It sort of like, I don't know if it sort of ruins the holiday a bit, but I'll think about it when I get back home, really. But might as well just do what I said about, anyway. Why would I want that though? What would that do? How would that help anything? Well, because obviously I would still want to go on holiday and stuff like that, but it's like, yeah, it's what I've been thinking about, really. What, get painkillers to raise money for the house? Sell painkillers or. Well, I don't know. I'll have enough money by next month anyway, and like, it's more convenient to go next month anyway, so it should be alright. But it depends how long I want to keep doing the type of thing for, really. But yeah, I'll have a think about it really, but yeah, I'm still gonna try when I go on holiday anyway, because yeah. Well, I don't know, so that's what she usually does, like watching the Dungeons and Dragons live streams and the, I don't know, random other live streams. It's just like the, but yeah, it's more the internet router being rubbish, and they keep saying that they're gonna phone up to get a new one, but they still haven't. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I was surprised she even bought the Elder Scrolls Online game, because I thought she doesn't like single player games. She usually only likes playing the multiplayer type of stuff, like the uh, GTA Online thing that she used to play, and the Red Dead Redemption 2 thing online. She didn't play the story in any way, but so I don't know why she's suddenly started playing this for, but yeah. Well, I don't know, you probably want her to be for whatever reason, but when I asked her, she said she didn't know anything about the Scania trucks or whatever, so I don't know. You probably have to, like, I don't know, teach her the origin of Scania or something, I don't know. Tell her the backstory of how Scania came to into being or something. Well, because I think I'll probably still try one if I do go on holiday next month, but not like to the same extent like I did when I went to Osaka, because it was just way too stressful, really. But I'm still gonna try anyway, because it's gonna be a waste of money if I don't. And I'll only be gone for a week this time anyway, because I'm trying not to spend as much money as what I did when I was in Osaka. But yeah, well, it's because it's obviously like a, I don't know. Well, I guess the live streams were something different, really. Yeah. Well, it was that guy in that guest house that he went to, apparently. That he talked to or something. Yeah, even when you like read the like them posts on that Reddit forum thing, they just, even the people describing it just sounds weird, really. The what he's been doing and stuff like that. But yeah. I don't know. People are just like hating on him, I guess, and it gives them something to do, really. When like I'm not really that bothered anymore, and like even even reading the people's descriptions on the subreddit thing, it just makes us less interested over time. Because I don't know, it just sounds weird, the stuff that he's doing, and it just sounds boring even when the people summarise the live streams. But I can't really say mine are any more interesting, but just a general observation. Well, because I know mine aren't really any more interesting, and you could argue that they're even less so, but yeah. I'll go and get some more juice. Yes. Well, he just said it was because of a certain time of day, he said. So I don't know. Well, it was when I went to talk to him, but he just said it was because of a certain time of day and it was hot outside, so. But yeah. Yeah. Well, because he uses the filters and stuff like that in the live streams that, I don't know, make his skin look more smooth for whatever reason. I don't know, eat some food or something, I don't know. Riveting stuff, as usual. Well, I don't know. It's just because obviously he's got a more like a large YouTube channel or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. It sort of annoys us a bit how they always ends up talking about him. But I guess it's something to talk about. Well, I think if he wasn't the way that he was, he might do a bit better. But it's obviously sabotages himself. Yeah, I already watched it already though. It was all right really, but the the side sort of characters, they like looked very over the top. Really, it sort of reminded us of that Cyberpunk 2077 game, how they looked all over the top and stuff like that. But maybe it was just for the trailer, I don't know. But we can obviously just gonna wait until it comes out on PC really and see if the gameplay is any good, because people said that about GTA 5 really, how they said that was gonna be like the greatest game ever and stuff like that when before that came out. And I thought GTA San Andreas, it had more interesting stuff you could do really, like you could eat the food at the fast food restaurants and play the different games in arcade machines and go to the casinos and stuff like that. But in GTA 5 they just took all of that out mostly and just added it back in the GTA Online stuff. So I'll probably just wait and see to see if that GTA 6 thing will be any good, but I don't really want to buy into all the hype of what everyone else is releasing. Yeah. Well, it's usually just like Granny Simulator of like, or how many grannies can you run over and stuff. But I was thinking like would they make it more realistic where if you run over a fat person, would it do more damage to your car than running over a skinny person? I don't know how in depth they would go to that extent. But I guess apparently they do care somewhat about the smaller details, but I don't know if they'd go really that far. But yeah, just I was thinking about that a little bit, like it'd be funny if you run over a fat person, it would do more damage to your car because they weigh more than the skinny person does. But I don't, yeah. But like I don't really know why like GTA is so popular for, because like there's other similar games that were in a similar sort of genre really, like Watch Dogs and there was that Sleeping Dogs game with the parkour and stuff and the Kung Fu, I think it was, in Hong Kong or whatever. I remember playing that game, but I don't really know why Grand Theft Auto is so popular when they're similar sort of genre of games, really. Yeah. Well, because like it's obviously to like appeal to the main demographic, really, but people were still complaining about it, really. And they said that they had changed all the stuff around from GTA 5, so people were worried if the new game's going to be any good, because all the people who were worked on the GTA 5, most of them have left, and they just had the main director guy, so people were thinking if the game's going to be any good or not, but I guess we'll find out. Well, when I was going back to Newcastle Airport, there was the people going to Sao Paulo, and I had to join the line with them because for some reason they had two separate flights at the same check-in desk for some reason, so I had to get all grouped in together with all of the Brazilian people for some reason. even though it was a separate flight. I don't know. Well, lots of other stuff to think about later, really, but yeah. Oh, it was alright, really. It just had like carbonara sauce in it. It was like a bit bland, really, but it was okay. Really. I put some ham in it as well, so it like added something to it, I guess. Well, that's what I kept saying about that Lucia woman off the GA6 trailer, about the I don't know. I don't know how interesting the character is gonna be, but guess we'll find out. Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny when them Japanese women said that to us when I asked them what I thought about the shopping centre. They said it was spacious and amazing, which I thought was funny. But like because like it's weird though, because like when they had that stuff for that mafia, whatever it's called, the prequel thing, like people in the comments of that live stream were saying like, oh, it's not like GTA, I won't like it and stuff like that, but it's just a bit weird how they got to compare everything to Grand Theft Auto for some reason. Well, probably next month, but I'll hopefully try and do it early next month. But yeah, because I looked at the flights for this month and like there's none in like Leeds Bradford really, so like I'd have to wait until next month because for some reason they only do them next month for some reason. Otherwise, if I did go this month, I'd have to go all the way to Manchester or potentially Edinburgh to go on the flight, which I wouldn't really want to do just for a week holiday. Maybe if I went for 2 weeks again, then yeah, but not when it's just for a week. And like when people go on about like the graphics of the video games so much, like it needs to be a certain level, I don't know, puts us off a bit, like how they zoom into the character's eyeballs and then like look at the pixel density of the character's eyes. It's weird. It's like, I'm not buying it if it doesn't have this certain level of graphics when like I think if the gameplay is good, that's what I usually play games for. Like even if the story's rubbish, that's what I usually go back and play games for, even if the story's boring usually. Like even if GTA6's story's like really rubbish, like if the gameplay is decent, then like I wouldn't mind getting it, but it's obviously if it's like GTA 5's gameplay where it was like, I don't know, a bit more basic compared to GTA 4, then I don't know how bothered I'd be. But I guess I'll find But yeah, I'm just gonna go next month for a week really to Copenhagen really, because I looked at Milan and the different places in Italy, and you can't really get a flight from like Leeds Bradford or anything like that. You'd have to go to Newcastle, which I wouldn't mind doing if I went longer, but I just want to go for a week this time really, because it's just like, I don't know, I'm sort of questioning how bothered I am about doing the topics of the videos that I've been doing, but yeah, I'm still gonna do it anyway for now. Funny plants. What do you mean, like marijuana or something? I don't know, probably not. Well, they're doing all that stuff in the UK now as well, though, with that CBD oil stuff and stuff like that, when originally that was supposed to be for like medical purposes, to like pain relief medication, and then somehow shortly after that you just see it all over in Sainsbury's and the supermarkets and stuff like that. It's like that was quick to get even more lax than what it was initially. It's weird. Well, I saw that they have that CBD oil stuff, which is basically just the same thing, but just with the addictive stuff taken out of it, apparently. Like I've seen, like my brother took it to try and get himself to sleep, because he said he wouldn't get to sleep properly, and he said it worked initially, but he said he got a headache after a while, apparently, of like taking it all the time, and he had to keep taking more of it to go to sleep, and he said he got a headache after a while, so he stopped taking it, apparently. That's what he said. But I don't know what that form of that stuff was, but it was that CBD stuff, like I said. But I remember when that was on the news of like, oh, I need it for like medical purposes or whatever, or can you legalize it or whatever, and like, oh, we're only gonna make it so you gotta get it as a prescription, but now you just see it in the supermarket everywhere. I was just surprised how fast they made it more lax, really, but it's weird. Because like other stuff, they like immediately take stuff away from you, like even if some like random event happens, and then they usually like, oh, I need to make this and that illegal or whatever, but somehow when it's like something that's like supposedly harmful, and it's like gets more lax over time, which is weird. But I guess that's what usually happens, really. Well, because it's not like, well, because I don't think it's legal in like smoking it and stuff like that, but I've seen the oil stuff in the shops. I think it's similar, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if there's salmon in the fridge. I don't know, but I didn't have any salmon on the pasta or anything like that. I just had put some honey roast ham on it. But I had that pasta before with the salmon in, and it was like very floral and fragranty sort of tasting and smelling. It was weird. Like it didn't have much flavour, but that was like salmon and like dill or something like that. I can't remember. But that was a sort of similar pasta. It just had the stuff already inside it, really. Well, I don't know. It was like people at the Harrogate College when they used to smoke it all the time. You used to like smell it on them from like a mile away, though, because it smelled that strong. But yeah, it's obviously like you can't really. It's not really my concern, really, because I can't really do anything about it, whatever I do. So there's no really point having some like ideological stance against it or anything like that. It's the government's choice, not mine. I went to Harrogate College though to do different courses and stuff, like level 1 hospitality and business and like ICT and stuff like that, and accountancy and stuff like that, but didn't make any difference whatever I did. So. Well, because I thought the accountancy stuff, you had to buy all the expensive books and stuff like that, and the teacher who I had, she didn't even want to give us any homework. She said it was like she didn't believe in it for whatever reason, so if I went wrong somewhere, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I passed some of it, but I didn't really know what I was doing most of the time, because everyone else who was doing the accountancy stuff was on like an apprenticeship and stuff like that, but I was the only one who was just doing it for something to do, really, and I don't know, to learn how to do it, really, but everyone else was just doing it as an apprenticeship, really. But I guess at least you got to talk to random people, because it was I think during coronavirus, so you had to do it on a video call, so it was people with I think like Leeds City College or something like that, so I had to talk to them people as well. No, I read that summary thing of when they summarised like 20 something live streams or something like that, but I haven't watched any of his recent live streams or anything like that. Well, I don't know, but I thought that's what he usually is doing, really, and then he buys another credit card and then starts a cycle all over again. Because it's like doing all these courses and qualifications, it didn't make a difference whatever I did, really. But yeah. even though people kept telling us that, oh yeah, well, in my experience, it hasn't so far. Well, I know he started his OnlyFans thing up again, apparently, but obviously I haven't seen any of the probably most likely weird pictures that he's been doing. But yeah, that was only because I read about it on the Reddit thing. It's alright. Yeah, and even then, people were just saying he's just doing it because he's running out of money or something like that. Well, yeah, because like, what's the point of commenting on his live streams when I rarely do go on his live streams, he like complains about is when I haven't talked to him in like months, but somehow when I go on a random live stream, he's just like randomly complaining about it. So like, what's the point of commenting and just like getting into an argument with him? Yeah. Well, because like I haven't watched any of his live streams recently, but like all the ones that I've watched were like ones where he just randomly starts complaining about it, because obviously he's probably running out of stuff to talk about, and he just randomly starts moaning about it for whatever reason. Even though I haven't talked about him or met him in over a year, he just randomly complains about it. So yeah, I don't really bother even watching his live streams anymore, because he probably just does that occasionally, really, and I can't be bothered. And even then, it's not really worth commenting on his live streams, even if he didn't do that. So I don't know, occasionally look at that subreddit thing, but even then, it's just like a waste of time, really. But I don't know, well, because I don't really know why people keep talking about him in my live streams all the time. Is it just because they're, I don't know, comparing him to me or something? I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's obviously he's that type of person where he doesn't really have any sort of level of respect, really. So he's fine with doing that type of thing. But yeah. Well, because I don't really know what he's planning to do with his money that he wants to save up, really, because he hasn't really said anything or anything like that. Well, from what I've read, anyway, he hasn't said he wants to do anything with the money that he wants to save up. But yeah, I'll hopefully go early next month, hopefully, if I can. But it depends what the guy at the job centre's doing. Don't know if I'd be really that bothered in my case. I don't think. And it's obviously like, I don't know, one more thing to worry about really, if like I need to do consistent stuff and stuff like that really, and yeah, I'm just fine doing the YouTube really. Even though I do need to probably do something different with the YouTube eventually. I'm just gonna, I don't know, think about that after I've been on a holiday with. But I guess I'll get some juice and some crisps for something to eat, probably. Wouldn't be that long. Even though that's what people usually say on the tip. But yeah. What I got is this, I don't know, Mexican slop sandwich recipe. It's got some, like, I don't know, salad stuff in it, but it seems very greasy. From Subway, the pepper's all wet. Oh, I should get a plate really and eat it. There's just some, like, weird big fat Subway sandwich white bread thing. I'll get a plate to put it on because it's all like seeping through the paper bag. Yeah, occasionally I guess. when you bite into it, it goes everywhere, not it's already wet. See what this weird big fat sandwich thing's like is. Weird mashed in looking sandwich. All the pepper's all soggy. Semi greasy, wet. Oh, it's got like green stuff in it. Looks like I'm, I don't know, looking at some like dead body or something. Or some like, I don't know, baby sick sandwich or something. Like it's so green. Let's see if I can open the blinds and show you. Oh no! Discard. See there, it's all like green and weird looking. Weird looking sandwich. Weird baby sick looking sandwich. Oh god. Greasiest, weirdest looking sandwich. Like it's got soggy Doritos in it. Well, I don't know if I really want it really because it's all got like a soggy Dorito. Yeah. Like the Dorito doesn't even have any flavour. It's just like a bland Dorito with like a soggy bland Dorito and some like weird baby sick looking sandwich that's all mashed in. See if Rachel wants it. Would you like this baby sick sandwich? Let's see if Rachel wants it. can't. Well, it does. It's just like weird, soggy, bland Doritos. Well, why did you even get that from? Well, why did you? Yeah, why didn't you? Yeah, you just got a random sandwich and expect everybody to eat it. That's weird. Yeah, well, you think you really got one that looked a bit more appetizing. It's just... Yeah, no, but it's just a bit weird. I don't know why. Well, because usually you don't go for that type of stuff. Why didn't you get that one? Well, because my brother just got a random avocado sandwich thing from Subway and randomly expected me to want to eat it for some. Well, I'll probably just get my crisps like I originally was going to get before I said about the weird sandwich. Probably the 10 duck-sized men, probably, because if it was... well, no, probably the one man-sized duck, probably. Because the one man-sized duck, he wouldn't have any arms, so it'd probably make the fight a lot easier, probably. Because the 10 duck-sized men would just overwhelm me after a while, really, and the one man-sized duck, he wouldn't have any arms, he'd just have a beak. Or maybe if it was like one of them, is it like a cassowary or whatever it's called, where like it headbutts you or something like that. Then maybe, but like if it's like a regular large duck, then I'll probably be alright then. Well, I put Luigi on it, I guess, but that's about it, really. Well, I don't know, it's just like, yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought they've always tasted mushy, really, like the, well, because it's just like potato mushed together, really, into like a crisp form, really. It's not really like a slice of a potato like crisps usually are. But yeah, I'll hopefully, well, at least try going early next month if I can, but on holiday. Yeah. Well, because it depends, like, what the guy at the job centre says, but like, I can't really do anything for now because I've got to do that course at the job centre, and there isn't really any convenient flights, really, because I'd have to go somewhere like that if I really wanted to go this month, but it's like not really worth it just for a week, really. If I was going for 2 weeks, then yeah, but I don't know if it's really worth it going for 2 weeks and then just essentially just doing the same thing like I did in Osaka anyway. But so I think just going for a week should be enough, I think so. And I'll still do some live streams anyway and stuff like that when I, like what I did in Osaka. Because I don't know, I'll just have a wander around really, and well, I could try and find places that have internet, but I doubt there'll be any, because I don't know, well, they might do, but I doubt there'll be any I doubt there'll be as much as what there was in Osaka, really, because I don't know, maybe like, because like, I don't know, like in that respect, it sort of seemed like Japan sort of seems more technologically advanced, basically, and even though it's not really technological advancement, it's like just having an internet connection, but it obviously makes the live streams easier and you can go to different places that you wouldn't be able to normal. Like that arcade that I went to in Osaka, or like just the corner shop thing doing the live streams outside and stuff, and buying the food and stuff like that. But well, because I doubt Copenhagen will be like that. It'll probably just mostly be doing them in the Airbnb, but at least I can, don't know, show you around what it looks like, I guess. Be something to do. But yeah, I'll well, I don't know, I might end the live stream maybe, because sort of run out of stuff to talk about, really, because yeah, because I can't really do anything for now until I do that course at the job centre, and like I can't go on. Well, I could do, but it's just more awkward really going this month really, because obviously there's the airport that's closed, don't have any waiting a long time every time, and then doing the same thing every time. But it depends how long I want to keep doing that for. But I just keep thinking about that. But I'll think about it when I come back. But I just keep thinking about it because it's just like solely focusing on one thing and then getting stressed about it and stuff like that. Which I don't know how long I want to keep doing that for, because it's just obviously stressful, even though I don't know, it might help with my confidence, but it hasn't so far. But I guess it might do hypothetically, but it's just the stress of doing it really, and just the making the holiday the sole focus of that one thing. It sort of ruins the enjoyment of the holiday a bit really, but yeah, I'll still do it for now really, and at least try as much as what I normally do really. But yeah, I'll do another live stream on Saturday, probably around about the same time if I can really. But I don't know what else I would talk about, because like it's just waiting until the course thing finishes and until next month really. So I don't know what I'll talk about next Saturday, but I guess it's like that with every live stream that I've done recently really, that I don't really have anything to talk about really, because I'm not really, in my opinion, doing anything that noteworthy really, to really have something to talk about for an hour or two or whatever. But yeah, it gives us something to do really, and people want us to do the live streams when I ask them, so I may as well do them really. Yeah, because people will seem to like them when I ask them about it, so yeah, I guess I'll keep doing them, even though I keep thinking like, is there really any point in doing them? But I guess I may as well keep doing them. But yeah, I'll see you next Saturday, I guess, probably round about the same time. But bye for now anyway.